It's everywhere. In the sink you wash your hands in, the elevator you ride every morning, the surgical tools that save lives, the skyline of modern cities. Stainless steel is so common, most of us rarely stop to think about it. But behind its smooth surface lies one of the most carefully engineered materials ever created. A material born in fire, shaped by chemistry, and perfected through precision. This is the story of how stainless steel is made. The journey begins deep within the earth. At the heart of stainless steel is iron, extracted from iron ore mined from vast deposits beneath the ground. But raw iron ore isn't useful on its own. To unlock the metal trapped inside, it must pass through a blast furnace. Inside these massive industrial towers, temperatures soar beyond 1,700 degrees Celsius. Iron ore is mixed with coke, a carbon-rich fuel, and limestone. Under extreme heat, a chemical reaction strips oxygen away from the ore, leaving behind molten iron. This glowing liquid metal is known as pig iron, the foundation of steel production. But pig iron alone rusts easily. To transform it into stainless steel, something remarkable must happen. The key ingredient is chromium. When chromium is added to molten iron, it changes the metal completely. Exposure to oxygen creates an invisible layer of chromium oxide across the surface, thin enough to go unnoticed, yet powerful enough to protect the steel from corrosion. That microscopic shield is what makes stainless steel stainless. Most stainless steel contains at least 10.5% chromium. But modern alloys often include much more, along with other carefully selected elements. Nickel improves corrosion resistance and gives the steel a brighter appearance. Molybdenum strengthens protection against saltwater and harsh chemicals. Manganese adds hardness and durability. Every element matters. Even tiny variations can change how the steel performs. Once the alloy is mixed, the metal must be purified. One of the most important stages is called Argon Oxygen decarburization. In this process, oxygen and argon gases are injected into the molten steel. Oxygen removes excess carbon and impurities, while argon stabilizes the mixture and protects valuable chromium from oxidation. It's a delicate balancing act, part chemistry, part engineering. When complete, the result is a cleaner, more precise stainless steel alloy ready to be formed. Next comes casting. Molten steel is poured into water-cooled molds in a process known as continuous casting. As the metal cools, it solidifies into long slabs or billets. These glowing forms will eventually become sheets, pipes, bars, or wire. Materials used in everything from kitchen appliances to aircraft components. But first, the steel must be shaped. The slabs are reheated and passed through giant rollers in a process called hot rolling. The intense pressure reduces thickness and refines the internal grain structure of the steel, improving strength and toughness. At this stage, the surface is rough and covered in oxide scale. To clean it, the steel undergoes pickling, an acid treatment that strips away impurities and leaves behind a smooth metallic finish. For products requiring an even finer appearance, additional polishing or electropolishing may follow. Then come the finishing processes. Cold rolling improves precision and surface quality. Annealing relieves internal stress and increases flexibility. Grinding, brushing, and polishing create the final texture, whether matte, satin, or mirror-like. The transformation is dramatic. What began as rock pulled from the earth has become a material defined by strength, beauty, and resilience. But before stainless steel reaches the world, it faces one final challenge: quality control. Samples are tested repeatedly for composition, strength, corrosion resistance, and microscopic defects. Every batch must meet strict standards before it can leave the factory. Only then is it ready for its next life. A surgical instrument, a suspension bridge, a subway car, a simple kitchen spoon. Stainless steel quietly supports modern life in ways most people never notice. And perhaps that's what makes it remarkable. Not just the science behind it, but the fact that something forged through such intense heat, chemistry, and precision becomes part of our everyday world so seamlessly. The next time you touch a piece of stainless steel, take a closer look. Beneath that polished surface is a journey that began deep underground and passed through fire, pressure, and human ingenuity. A story hidden inside one of the world's most essential materials.